cleverness. Everything that makes us all human.
Today we will tell you a story about this fortress, of the city that surrounds it, and the people who live in it. People who have lived here since the dawn of time. And who will continue to live outside of these walls.
Pay close attention now, and we will tell you a tale you cannot forget.
Unutulmayacak bir masal anlatacaklar, hikaye.
In the beginning, there was the sea and the sky, and an island next to a beautiful bay.
The village was called Rakota. The people were simple. And Osiris was their god.
And the simple village was never the same. It was transformed the moment the great Alexander stepped onto its soil.
He was a king and a warrior, loved by the people.
He was a close friend to the people, an inevitable reward for his respect to their beliefs. And following the ancient Egyptians' way, he held Son of Ammon title.
He brought to Egypt the gods of Greece, and who appeared to be like a god himself.
Alexandria, the city he founded, the city that carried his name for eternity after he left us with this famous quote.
Here I shall build the city that I have always envisioned. Here lives the chant of time and the muse of history.
Hayalindeki şehri kuracağım buraya diye ant
The
içmiş.
Nile River tributaries ran through it, providing it with fresh water.
Fresh water, the Nile River, and a harbor. This is where Alexander would build his city. The immortal Alexandria.
Alexander of Macedonia dies. Fate wasn't going to let him live to see the city of his dreams come to life.
In the reception of the funeral carriage stands his guard and friend, Ptolemy I Soter, his lifelong companion and brother-in-arms, stands to say farewell.
He watches as his friend is being received at the other world, the world of the dead.
Yet the people endure, and Alexandria continues to flourish and trade.
Ptolemy Soter becomes king of Egypt.
He moves the capital from Memphis to Alexandria.
Alexandria would be the capital of Egypt for 1,000 years. From 305 BC to 641 AD.
The ancient ways blend with the Greek ways.
Egyptian gods exist with Greek gods. People come from all over the world. Ptolemy embraces architecture. A great city, the meeting point of the world, an eternal city. That was Alexander's dream, and that is exactly what Ptolemy achieved.
Alexander had a big dream. A dream that came to life with the help of his friend. And the jewel of the crown was the Museum, or the School of Philosophy.
The great library of Alexandria.
Poetry and song. A new deity was created.
The god for unification between Egyptians and Greeks.
To combine Osiris, the god of resurrection and judgment, with the bull Apis.
And that new god, Serapis, became the beginning of the real integration between the Egyptian and Greek religions.
This god, Serapis, becomes the official deity of the kingdom. Under Ptolemy II, Philadelphus, the city continues to thrive and build.
He decreed that all the precious manuscripts shall be brought to the great library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria.
Beacon of science, the old library.
It was the only place for Alexandria to become the largest and greatest capital in the world.
Indeed, it was the capital of light and knowledge in the ancient world. Prosperity and construction continue.
Scholarship thrived. As poetry flourished, so was Callimachus.
The Greek poet who was entrusted with the classification and arrangement of the library.
And Apollonius.
The Alexandrian poet who was appointed head of the Library of Alexandria during the reign of Ptolemy V.
Science, Claudius Ptolemy.
Geography, Eratosthenes.
Astronomy, Aristarchus.
Chiron of Alexandria.
A mathematician and the greatest experimenter and inventor of the ancient times.
In medicine, Eratosthenes.
And art flourished.
And in his most impressive achievement, Ptolemy II built one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. The Pharos Lighthouse. On this very spot,
It was magnificent beyond belief. Nothing the world had seen before.
the top story contained the beacon, the extraordinary features of the lighthouse was the mysterious mirror.
The Pharaoh's lighthouse was the height of scientific and artistic knowledge of the time.
With the lighthouse and the great harbor, trade thrived.
The people were known to be quick-witted, talkative, fluent in several languages, and they enjoyed processions and celebrations.
Everything that came into existence in that city at that time was a great poem of imagination, beauty, creation, creativity, and construction. And that's how Alexandria has written its immortal history.
Cleopatra VII was the last of the Ptolemies.
The only known ruler who mastered the Egyptian language was Cleopatra. All Ptolemaic rulers did not speak it, all but Cleopatra.
Cleopatra met Julius Caesar, the Roman emperor, who helped her regain her throne.
All those who came here were bewitched by this land.
Warrior leaders, kings, czars, all turned into loving poets.
Even this warrior, Julius Caesar, sang this tribute to Alexandria.
Alexandria, O city that begins and ends with us, between ebb and flow, among gulls and shells, and among all cities, I look around and I see nothing but Alexandria.
After the assassination of Caesar and the end of his rule, came Marcus Antonius, or Mark Antony, who built the palace of the eastern port of Alexandria and the Royal Timonium Rest House. Timon in modern Italian means rudder, the helm of leadership, judgment, and immortality.
But the battle is taking place, the last of the Roman civil wars, the Battle of Actium, between the Roman leaders Octavius and Marcus Antonius.
Antonius's fleet was backed up by the fleet of his beloved Cleopatra, but the battle was pivotal.
Octavius won, and the Ptolemaic state collapsed in Egypt. Marcus Antonius was defeated, and Cleopatra withdrew, and both fled the battle.
The news spread about the capture of Cleopatra, and that news had a devastating impact on Antonius's life.
He died, leaving behind two lovers, Cleopatra and that eternal land.
As if it attracted him and enchanted him, so he said, chanting,
As if she drew me in and charmed me. The magnet pole of the world, the destination of philosophers, scientists, merchants, and navigators, and mine.
Cleopatra was immortalized as the last Ptolemaic queen and one of the greatest rulers of Egypt, and was named Queen of Kings.
It was a painful and sad farewell, in which Cleopatra wrote her immortal words about her city.
Goodbye, my city.
Oh, the hymn of time and the muse of history. I can't tell if I am the one living in it, or if it lives within me. Goodbye. Goodbye.
It was the era of Rome. Octavius, known as Augustus, became ruler of Egypt and the successor to the Ptolemy dynasty.
Alexandria became part of the Roman Empire.
Trade continued to thrive, including the spice trade with India.
And trade with East Asian creations, those crafts that were characterized by exquisite floral designs.
Alexandria was considered the second capital of the Roman Empire. There was great learning.
With books, science, medicine, drama, and song.
The new calendar reflects the influence of the Roman Empire. Nero was the fifth and last emperor of the Roman Empire.
Alexandria was now the largest inhabited city in the world. Alexandria was a melting pot. A blend of Egyptian religion, Greek philosophy, old religions from the East, and new mystery cults.
It was in the Roman era that the Christian religion appeared. Mark the Evangelist was the first to call for and establish Christianity in Egypt.
As for Saint Clement of Alexandria, he was the father of Christian philosophy, described by Socrates as being full of unending wisdom.
And Origen came later. These men married Greek principles into the Christian religion. And religions blended into a wonderful fabric, and Islam protected the churches, and the sects took refuge in one another.
One Egyptian fabric, here in Alexandria.
Under the Arabs, the capital of Egypt became Fustat. Alexandria had been the capital for 1,000 years.
The Pharaohs persists. And the people of Alexandria continue to live, to trade, and to celebrate.
And the Muslim eras began. The Rashidun era,
Umayyad era,
Abbasid era,
Tulunid era,
Ikhshidid era,
Fatimid era,
Ayyubid era. That brings us to the Mamluks and a period of luxury and extravagance. At a time when Alexandria once more began to bloom.
Yellow was the favorite color of the Mamluks.
And they loved elaborate geometric patterns.
The Mamluk sultans focused on art and craft. The city grew with a range of religions, civil and democratic activities. They fortified the city with castles and defensive structures. And defenses were strengthened against the Ottoman threat.
Alexandria became one of the centers of world trade. Artists and craftsmen migrated to the city to build wealth.
Religious and public buildings were built.
An earthquake finished off the lighthouse. But the Ferris lighthouse had fallen into disrepair. It could no longer be used. The lighthouse lay in ruins for 100 years. The rule of Sultan Qaitbay was one of the most prosperous eras during the Mamluk rule.
Alexandria was a strategic prize.
To defend against the Ottoman threat, Qaitbay decides to build a fortress.
And that mighty fort would be on the very foundation of the Pharaoh's lighthouse.
It was a common belief, if you built a structure on the site of a previous monument, that gave the new building mysterious powers. The walls, like the Egyptian people, have endured and survived. The Egyptian people have loved, played, laughed, and cried beneath these walls.
After the Mamluk dynasty came the Ottomans.
Then Muhammad Ali rose to power.
Alexandria flourished again in the era of Muhammad Ali. He initiated wide-ranging reforms to modernize Egypt.
There was a renaissance of trade and culture in the city.
Muhammad Ali built public gardens, Ras Al Tin Palace, the Mahmoudiyya Canal, and developed the Western Harbor, along with other improvements.
Alexandria, ever the immortal city, was once again a key center for the trade in the world.
Throughout this journey, this city, the immortal city, led the way into the modern era, to independence, into the Arab Republic of Egypt.
A famous Greek orator once said, "The people of Alexandria were playful, cheerful, and fascinated by music."
He was right then, and he is right even today. Alexandria is a great mix of people and cultures. And like the walls of Qaitbay Castle, the people remain strong and resilient.
Today, Alexandria is a melting pot of people, everyone living, loving, laughing and arguing. Everyone part of a family with a proud, ancient heritage. A family that is unified, strong, and steadfast, like the walls of this very citadel.
Alexandria is truly the immortal city.
It is the city that overlooks a dreamy sea. Minimal, but its greatness is an extension of its history. So it seems vast and endless.
This is how the English writer Lawrence Durrell described it when he wrote a series of novels called the Alexandria Quartet.
And it is the city that surrounds me. So I cannot get out of it, and I cannot live in another.
These were the words of the Greek poet Constantine Cavafy, who described Alexandria as the soul living through him and the reason for his existence.
And from the land of Egypt, the poet Ahmed Shawki described it with the finest feelings and phrases.
It is the embodiment of history. It is the embodiment of civilization. It is glory. And here the lighthouse whitely shines beyond the sea.
The heart is its home, and for it we long. That was how Najib Mahfouz described it.
Here is Alexandria, where the dew drops. Here is the home of memories, and here is the tongue planted in the sea. It extends and extends without resistance to the good old days.
And remains a witness, the jewel of the eternal city, and its most important castle, the castle of Kite Bay.
Everyone who passed here, the inhabitants of the city and its people, everyone who ruled and everyone who built and constructed, all of them, preserved it throughout the ages.
And it will remain luminous and charming.
On the ruins of the lighthouse, it was built and brought to life.
And on the land of Alexandria, it has remained and forever will.
I am Alexandria, and this is my castle. And here lives my magic and strength.
I am the history, and this is the page of it. A precious eternal one. Here stood Alexandria, and here it will forever remain, as long as the earth exists, and as long as life lasts. For it is life itself.
It is life itself.
The immortal city.